Welcome and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Heather and today's class is going to be an intermediate vinyasa flow where we are going to work our way up to Bird of Paradise, one of my favorites. If you have 2 blocks and a strap, make sure to grab them beforehand. And if you don't have any props, don't worry, not needed. But that strap is really going to come in handy today if you do have it. If not, you can also use other household items, maybe such as like a belt or a rolled up t-shirt, and feel free to modify your practice as best fits you. Before we get straight into our flow, please do take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It is the best possible way to support free yoga here on YouTube. And if you're all set, then let's get straight into it. Come to sit down on the floor or on your mat. On your butt, bring the legs out in front of you, flex the feet so that the toes point up towards the ceiling, and you can rest your hands on your lap for a moment. Find a nice long spine here. Sit up nice and tall. Take a big breath, inhale, and exhale, sigh it out. Go ahead and bend your right knee and see if you can grab your big toe with your pointer and middle finger. Bring that knee to the outside of where your armpit is, and you can just rock it a little bit. So if you need to, you could always loop that strap around here and play with it, whatever length works the best. And then let's just turn our ankle in, knee out. Grab a hold of your sole and your knee. Give it a little rock. And if you want to take it deeper, you can bring your elbow to the outside of the sole and your other elbow to the outside of the knee, and continue to cradle it. Great, gently release. Bring that sole to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, send the left hand up and hook that left elbow onto the right knee. Right fingertips come behind you. Inhale, and then exhale, twist a little bit more and look back. Great. Gently release. Uncross. Bring the right sole to flex again, toes pointed towards the ceiling, and just bend the left knee. Take it to the other side. Grab a hold of that big toe with pointer and middle fingers. Rock a little, sending it back. Just starting to open up the hips. And then go ahead and bring ankle in, knee out. Hold on to your sole and your knee and cradle. If you want to take it deeper, go ahead and wrap your arms around so that your elbows are on the outside of the sole and the knee, and continue to rock back and forth. And then release. Send that sole to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, right hand comes up. Hook the elbow onto the left knee and look back. Inhaling as you get taller and exhaling to twist further. And unhook, uncross, send both soles back, plant the palms in front of you, fingers spread wide, hands are shoulder width apart, Step one leg back and then the other. Let's get flowing. Starting in plank, just to warm up the core a little bit. Really push away from the ground, engage the abs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, great job. 1, lift up the hips and send it back to downward facing dog. If you want to pedal it out in the first one, go for it. Bending through one knee and then the other. And then plant both heels towards the ground. Inhale, lift up the right leg. And exhale, bend the knee, shift it forward. Right knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back up to three-legged. And exhale, bring the right knee to left elbow. Inhale again, bringing it back up to three-legged. And then exhale, bring the knee into the chest, flex through that front foot, step it through. Make sure that your feet are hips distance. Pivot on the back foot. Inhale, bring it up to a warrior one. Relax the shoulders, maybe smile. And then on an exhale, send both hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Remember, if this is too tight, you can always release the palms from one another, but interlace. Inhale one more time, just to open up the chest a little bit. Slight back bend, maybe even look up. And then exhale, humble warrior, lean forward. If you are a hyperextender like I am in the elbows, make sure to place a little micro bend in those elbows. And then inhale, both hands come back up, rise up, warrior one. And then exhale, hands to hips, straighten through the front leg. If you need to bring the back foot up just a tad, you can do so. Make sure that both hips are facing towards the front of the mat, and then lean forward for pyramid. Hips nice and square, guys. If you even want to reach fingertips towards the floor, you can, or this is a great spot for those blocks. And then turn the back foot in, step up to the top. Feet hips distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Place a little bend in the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Fingertips come all the way up. Palms come to kiss. Exhale, fold it all the way back down. Plant the palms, step one foot back and then the other, and chaturanga, your version. Inhaling on the up dog, and meeting me in downward facing dog. Take one moment just to connect with your realignment, checking in. Chest is pressing towards the thighs, arms are very active, fingers, toes. Just bringing attention to every little working piece. Inhale, send the left leg up. Exhale, bring that left knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee into chest, squeeze it up and in. Flex through that front foot, step it through. Pivot on the back foot, line it up, hips distance. And then inhale, bring both arms up for warrior one. Great job. Inhaling. Exhale, bring both hands back behind you. Interlace. Releasing the palms if you need to. from each other. Inhale one more time, open up through the chest. Maybe look up, and then exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, slowly bring it back up. Release the hands. They come all the way back up to warrior one. Straighten through the front leg. Hands come to hips. Make sure, checking it again, that our hips are facing the front of our mat. And then lean forward for our pyramid pose on the other side. I always find my hips love to shift in this position, so just check in. If you want to bring fingertips to the floor, you can do that as well. And breathe. Great. Turn the back toes in, step up to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine is parallel to the ceiling. Exhale, fold. Little bend in the knees. Rise all the way up. Inhale to upward salute. So fingertips come all the way as high as you can reach them. Take those hands shoulder width apart. So no palms kissing this time. Hands are shoulder width. Slowly sink your seat or your hips down, bending the knees, coming into a chair. Long spine, breathe. And then slowly fold it back down. Straighten those legs, hands to the floor. Step your left foot back, all the way back. This time, pivot on the back foot and line it up, front heel to back arch alignment. And rise up for a warrior two. Palms face down, look forward. Palms are in line with the shoulders. And then on an inhale, reach back for reverse warrior. Very lovely. And then shift forward for a side angle. So front forearm to front thigh. Left fingertips reaching. Long line of energy from those fingertips all the way back to that back foot. If you want to take this a little bit deeper, you can reach the right hand forward and sweep this left hand all the way back for a half bind. So this is where you can start to modify your practice as needed. And then straighten through the front leg. Feels nice. You can tiptoe the back foot up a little if you need to. Coming into our triangle pose. And breathe. And then place a bend back in that front knee. Come down, frame your foot, back foot comes to face the front, so coming into a runner's lunge basically. Place a little rock in your runners and then come up mindfully to a warrior three. Lift up the back foot, engage your core, focus on one point, and then slowly bring that back knee up into the chest. Very nice. Flex through that front foot or the left foot. And here, grab a hold of your big toe like you did before with your pointer and middle finger. And here is another option for that strap. If you can't reach, go ahead and grab your strap and you can play with that. Straighten through the front leg. Right hand can come to your hip, or sometimes I like to take a half prayer at the heart. Just helps me balance. Find one point of focus and then slowly bring that left leg out to the side. Beautiful. Slowly bring it back in. Gently release, place that bend in the knee, shake it all out. And then inhale, bring both hands back up. Shoulder width again. Sink the hips down. Oh yes, we are going to the other side. Sinking for 3, 2, and 1. Fold down into your forward fold, hands to the floor, and then just step that right foot back. Line it up, front heel to back arch alignment, and then inhale, slowly bring both arms up to come into a warrior 2. Palms in line with shoulders, relax the shoulders. Inhale, come to your reverse warrior. Left fingertips up overhead, right hand to the back leg. And then shift it into side angle. Front forearm to front thigh, right fingertips up overhead. To take this deeper, bring those left fingertips down. Right hand comes all the way back around. You can even tuck it into your thigh here. Deepen your breath. And then straighten through the front leg. You need to heel toe the back up a little bit. Sometimes I find I need to. Go ahead and do that. Stretching in our triangle for just a moment. And then release. Frame the front foot, pivot the back foot to face the front. So now in a runner's lunge, give it a teeny bit of a rock, and then step it up to a warrior 3. Lift up the back foot. Don't get lazy in the back leg. Can be really easy too. And then bring that back leg all the way up, knee into chest first. Flex through that right foot. See if you can grab your big toe with your pointer or middle finger, or grab your strap if that's what you did on the other side. Straighten this leg. Left hand on your hip or at half prayer at the heart. Find a point of focus and then bring it out to the side. And then back in. Bend through that knee. Release it all. Shake it out. Inhale. Flow still going. Palms come to kiss. Float all the way down. Plant the palms. Step one foot back and then the other. Chaturanga, your version. I'll meet you in our down dog. Take one more big breath here. Inhale fully. And then exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, send the right leg up, overhead. Bend through that knee, open up the hip. And then on an exhale, send that knee forward and then step it through. Pivot on the back foot, coming to our front heel back arch alignment again, lifting up, inhale to our warrior 2. Once more. Inhale, sends us to reverse warrior. And then move back to our side angle. From here, take your bind if you were there before, or if you want to move even deeper, this would be your chance to try the full bind. So reaching this right hand underneath and trying to grab it with this left hand. So trying to grab that right wrist with your left hand. This is also a great spot for your strap. So if you have it, hold it with your right hand, bring it up underneath and reach for it so that you're holding onto either side behind you. All right, if you're already here, you can straighten your front leg. Don't want you to be dying for too long. Very good. Bound triangle. And then place a little bend in the front knee. Step up the back leg to the front of the mat. Take your feet hips distance. We're gonna go for our bird of paradise now. Place a bend, or excuse me, lift up your right heel so that you're coming to your toes. And if you are just learning bird of paradise, you can also bring your blocks underneath your foot here to get you a little bit higher in the future. Inhale to slowly lift up, 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 keeping the knee bent first, finding your point of focus, and then slowly straightening the leg. Point the toes. Try to keep a nice long spine and breathe. And then come back down, just the way you came. So from here, you can actually release the arms from one another. Whew. Keep that bend though in the right knee. Right fingertips come to the floor, and inhale, left fingertips up overhead, just for a little fold twist. And exhale, float it down. You can rest here for just a moment in your fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then inhale, halfway lift. Float back down, little bend in the knees. Arms all the way up, palms to touch. Exhale, float it all the way back down. Plant the palms, step one foot back, then the other. Chaturanga, shift forward. Exhale, come down. Inhale to up dog. Open the chest. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up the left foot. Exhale, squeeze the knee into the chest, bring it in, step it through, pivot on the back foot. Inhale, come to your warrior two. And then reverse your warrior. Left fingertips overhead. Look up. And bring it over to your side angle. To take it deeper, bring left fingertips to the floor. If you took that half bind, you can do that, or go for your full bind. So grabbing the left fingers with the right hand, excuse me. Try to really open up this right shoulder towards the ceiling, and then straighten through the front leg. If you need to heel toe in a little with the back foot, you can. This is a challenging practice, so always feel free to skip anything if needed, or even stay in that first side angle with the elbow on the knee and normal triangle. Okay, place a bend in the front knee, step the back foot to come up to the front of the mat, feet hips distance, lift up the left heel. Again, if you need blocks under these left toes, you can do that, or practice it afterwards maybe. And keep a hold of your strap if you have it back here. On an inhale, press down through this right foot. Lift up, find a point of focus. Once you're up, keep that knee bent in the left side. Great. And then slowly straighten through the left leg. Point the toes. Nice and strong. And gently release. Come down the way you came. Slowly release your hands. Keep that bend in the left knee while we're here in our fold. Place left fingertips in front of it. On the ground, inhale, right fingertips up overhead. And slowly fold it down. Straighten through both legs. Come to hold your elbows again if you were here before, or relax in your fold for a little bit. You're gonna start to wind things down a little. So come to place a bend in these knees. Come all the way down, sit on your bottom, and place the feet hips distance. Bring them into the hips. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time onto your back. Palms come to either side of you, onto the floor. Look up and slowly inhale to lift up the hips. Just for a little baby bridge. Keep nice space in between your chin and your chest. And then come down to the floor. Bring both knees into the chest. Give them a hug. Just stay here for a moment. You want to rock a little side to side. Or move the knees in little circles, you can do that. Whatever feels good on the low back right now. And then plant both soles back in front of you. Lift up the hips again. Just scoot them 3 inches or so to the right. Bring the knees into the chest once more, and then use your left hand to guide both knees to the left side. Right arm comes palm face up to the other side of you. And you can look up or towards that right palm. Start to relax. Maybe unclench the jaw, soften through the face. Let yourself enjoy these last few bits of the flow. And then bring both knees back into the center, into your chest. Give them a squeeze and bring the soles back down to the mat. Lift up the hips, scoot them to center first and then to maybe 3 inches to your left or so. Knees back in, give them a hug, and then use your right hand to guide both knees to the right side. Right arm comes palm face up to the other side of you. You can look up or towards, left palm, towards that left palm. And just let yourself sink into the ground. You did a great job today. Again, not an easy flow. but maybe something really fun to work towards. Step by step, just gotta take it all step by step. Bring both knees back in. One last squeeze, soles on the floor just to center your hips. And then send one leg out and then the other to either corner of your mat. Both hands come palm face up to either side of you. Gonna leave you here in Savasana today. I hope that you enjoyed this fun intermediate vinyasa flow. Have a great day, you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Namaste.